Welcome back, dear learners. Before the ad break, we did some calculations, and I have more calculations here with me, and I want us to do these calculations together. Make sure you have a calculator, you have a pen, pencil, and the paper to write on. Let's get started. It says the following salary scale was prepared for Salmon Nkonde, an admin clerk who works at Greenwich Suppliers. He was employed on the 1st of January. And then we're given the salary scale. In year one, no increment, the annual salary will be 48,000. And if we are to get his monthly salary, we should say 48,000, divide that by 12. I want you to punch that in your calculator and give me the figure. So we're saying 48,000, divide that by 12. How much do you get? All right, thank you, 4,000. So I come here, my monthly salary becomes 4,000. In year two, it will then increase by 4,800. So my increment therefore becomes 4.8. My annual salary will now be 52,800. I'll ask you again, how can I get my monthly salary? You should take your 52,800 divided by the 12 months. Please punch that in your calculator. How much do you get? 52,800 divided by 12. 4,400. So my monthly salary here becomes 4,400. I think at this moment I can answer this question which says, what is Salmon's monthly starting salary? So his monthly starting salary is 4,000. That is his monthly starting salary. Let's continue. In year three, he'll get again the increase of 4,800. And then his annual salary will now increase to 57,600. His monthly salary, therefore, will be 57,600 divided by 12. That should give you, if you punch in the calculator, do that quickly, 57.6 divided by 12, 4,800. Thank you so much. In which year will Salmon earn 57,600? In the third year. He earns that in his third year. In his third year, that's when he will start earning that. Okay, so I'm not going to take this longer. I just wanted to show you how to calculate, and then you can get those two amounts over there. I'm going to quickly show you the rest of this activity. This is how he will then end up. In year 8, you'll be earning 84,500 in year 8. Now, there will be calculations that I'm going to do with you. The next question says, by what percentage will Salmon's salary increase at the end of the first year? So, this is his first year. He is earning 48,000. Having realized that in his first year, he is getting 48,000 as an annual salary. In the next year, his salary will then increase by 4,800. So at the end of his first year, he will then already be promised an increase of 4,800, which will start in his second year. So by what percentage will his salary increase at the end of the first year? And that increase, remember, you will start getting it when? In the new year, the second year. How much is that increase? The increase is 4,800. I would then say 4,800 divided by 48,000. I multiply this by 100 over 1. I'll repeat again. It's 4,800, which is the increase, divided by the amount before the increase, which is the 48,000. I multiply it by 100 over 1. Please punch that in your calculator. we are looking for a percentage. What percentage will you get? What percentage is the salary increasing by? Thank you. Someone is saying 10%. That is very correct. So the salary will increase by 10%. How many years will someone have to work before he earns an annual salary of 84.5? How many years does he have to work before he can earn 84.5? So he has to work for 7 years, all right, before he can earn. Because in the 8th year, that's when he is earning the 84.5. So he has to work for 7 years. In the 8th year, then he begins to earn an annual salary of 84,500. We have information here, and we are required to calculate the net salary for the employee, who is Dorothy. So first we have the gross. Are we given the gross? Let us look. Gross salary is 6,700. I'm going to come here and I'm going to have my 6,700. I would then subtract deductions. The first one is pay as you earn, and it says pay as you earn is 15% of the gross salary. So I'll come here, I'll take my gross, which is 6,700. I'll calculate 15%. Please punch that in your calculator. You have 6,700, which is your gross. Multiply that by 15%. You get 1,005. 1,005. The next one is medical aid. Medical aid, they are telling us that it is 4,200 per annum, but we only want for March. That means you have to take the medical aid, which is 4,200, divided by 12. Why 12? Because this amount is for the year, and we only want for 1 month. So you divide that by 12, you will get 350. Let's go to pension fund. Pension fund, it says 8% of gross salary. I will then come here and I'll say my pension fund, my gross is 6,700 and I want 8%. That is going to give me, punch that, 6,700 multiplied by 8%. It should give you 536. 536. Then lastly, UIF, 1% of gross. 1% of gross. My gross is 6,700 and I want 1% of that. I want 1% of this. That is going to give me 67 rands. I now have to add all of these to get my total deductions. Here's what you have to punch in your calculator. Let's do it together. 1,005 for pay as you earn. Let's add 350 for medical aid. I'll repeat again. 1,005 plus 350 for medical aid. Let's add pension fund 536. And then lastly, UIF 67 rands. How much do you get when you have added these four amounts? Thank you. Someone is saying 1,958. 1,958. Remember, you are subtracting that. That is deductions. So you say 6,700 minus 1,958. You will then get 4,742. 4,742. That forms your net salary. It is very important that you are able to understand that when you are given gross salary, you have to subtract deductions for you to arrive at your net salary. Dear learners, we will go for an ad break and I'll see you shortly.